Good evening, everyone. This is Robert. RJL Network presents another exciting edition of Inside Pitch. The 1999 postseason is on the air. Tonight, we are at Fenway Park. This is Game 2 of the American League Wild Card Series between the Chicago White Sox and the Boston Red Sox. This is the final game of the wild card round. The San Francisco Giants are the National League wild card champions. They are going to play the Astros in that NLDS. Tonight, the White Sox and the Red Sox face off here at Fenway Park. The White Sox defeated the Oakland Athletics. Now all they have to do is beat the Red Sox. Red Sox win tonight. They will have once again a rivalry series against the New York Yankees. They are the number 1 seed in the American League. So it's going to be a Sox versus Yankees series. The question is, will it be the Pale Hose or will it be the Red Hose? That's the question tonight as we complete the wild card round. Vida Productions joins us here at Fenway Park. A 1-game playoff here. The White Sox need to win one more to move on. The Red Sox just need to win this game. And so far, the wild card series, the visiting team has won all 3 games. Will it happen tonight? We are about to find out as Phoenix Knight now joins us here at Fenway Park. So let's get right to it. Starting pitcher for the Boston Red Sox. Their number 1 starter. Could it be anybody else? Pedro Martinez, one of the greatest of all time. 23 wins, 4 losses, 2.07 ERA in 99. He gets the call for the Red Sox tonight. Not an empty seat anywhere here at Fenway Park. And we'll see what happens as the White Sox now come on here to play. Can the White Sox win another game? Or will it be a Yankees-Red Sox ALDS? Let's see what happens tonight. We are at Fenway Park. Fenway Park in 99 was a pitcher's park, believe it or not. 152 home runs were hit there. Adds 1 to strikeouts, minus 2 to walks. So we are all set and ready to go. The ALWS, the final game of the wild card series. Let's get right to it. Doug Hunt and XSG2 will join us here in Fenway Park. Would I use Pedro in relief? Only if he was only an emergency. Let's go to the top of the first. Leading off for the White Sox, second baseman Ray Durham. He was 0 for 5 in the first game. We're going to use blue, white, and red dice. Red Sox are the home team. Chuck Rawlings joins us here at Fenway Park. I'm surprised you're not watching your Tigers. Your Tigers are doing the same thing the Mets are doing, an ultimate collapse. We'll see what happens. Only 5 days in the 2025 regular season. But here, it's 1999. Let's finish off the wild card round. Martinez, 4-1, wild pitch. It's a blank. Durham, 4-5, base hit. Hits 1 past third. The White Sox get the first quick hit of the game. That'll bring up the shortstop, Mike Caruso. He was 0 for 4 in game 1. Infield a double play, and Durham, he will stay put. Martinez, a 2-5 against the lefty, blank. Caruso, 6-3, grounded to first base, 1-1-1. Shortstop pivot, Garciaparra -1, so no chance of a double play. And that is a 6, so the only play that Brian Daubach is going to be able to make is take the shore out, as Durham has great speed and he'll get to second, and that is out number 1. That'll bring up the designated hitter, Hall of Famer, the Big Hurt, Frank Thomas. He was 3 for 5 in game 1, and he does have a bomb. Nobody out. Durham, 1 out, actually. Durham on at second, and he will stay there. Pedro, 4-6, strikeout plus, and wow, the 19 misses. Thomas, 3-2, and it's a grounder to second base. Taken care of there by Jose Offerman, and he'll throw to first for the out, and 2 down. Next up is the right fielder, Maglio Ordonez. He was 2 for 4 in game 1. 2 men down when the mistake gets blown out. Strategy roll. Durham will stay put. Martinez, 2-1, strikeout, and cold strike 3 on Ordonez. The inning is over. First strikeout for Pedro. We had 313 of them in 99. No runs and a hit, and we'll go to the bottom of the first. Starting pitcher for the Chicago White Sox tonight, their number 2 starter, James Baldwin. 12 wins, 13 losses, a 5.10 ERA. Not easy to choose a rotation for the White Sox here, but Baldwin's going to have to pitch his butt off in order to beat Pedro. Bottom of the first, leading off for the Red Sox, second baseman Jose Offerman. 294 average, 8 homers, 69 RBIs that year. Baldwin, 3.5, that's a blank. Offerman, a 5.2, grounded to second base. Handled by Ray Durham, and he'll throw it over to first. Next batter is the third baseman, John Valentine. 253 average, 12 homers, 70 RBIs. Baldwin, 3.3, strikeout, no. Valentine, 3.2, it's a fly ball to center field. Easy play for Chris Singleton. And he'll make the catch for out number 2. That'll bring up the first baseman, Brian Daubach. 294 average, 21 homers, 73 RBIs. Brian Daubach is actually a platoon player. He will play first base when right-handed starters are on the mound. Stanley will play first base when left-handed starters are on the mound for the Red Sox. And for those of you wondering who the platoon player is, it was Butch Husky. He is on the bench. Baldwin will pitch. Baldwin, 3.5, it's a blank. Daubach, a 2.3, and it's a fly ball to right. Easy play for Maglio Ordonez. He'll make the catch. Retire the side. 1, 2, 3, go the Bo Sox. No score after 1. Are you going to have any umpire bot challenge available? We always have challenges because I'm always fudging something. Bad, not reading the roll or whatever. We go to the top of the second. Pedro back on the mound. Leading off for the Sox, the Chi Sox, I should say. Carlos Lee, he's in left field. He was 2 for 5 in game 1. Martinez, 1-6 at the park. Fenway Park, 4-6, a grounder to second. Easy play for Offerman. Offerman throws it over for the first out. Here's the center fielder, Chris Singleton. Singleton was 0 for 3 in game 1. Cutter Historical joins us here at Fenway Park. That was the most frustrating Mets game I've ever rolled, and I rolled some bad ones for my Mets. I actually went ahead and complained to Chris. I complained to Chris, the creator of Inside Pitches. Did you do something to the Mets in any of the games or something? That was the most frustrating Mets game I ever rolled. Martinez, 4-4 against the lefty. It's blank. Singleton, 6-4. It's a fly to left field. And getting to that will be Troy O'Leary. And that'll be out number 2. My Mets are 0 for 6 on the board, guys, in the postseason. I have not even won one single playoff round. The Mets are 4-13 in the postseason among all the years I've done. That'll bring up the third baseman, Greg Norton. Norton was 0 for 3 in game 1. Martinez, 6-4, strikeout plus, got him, and that'll retire the side. Second strikeout for Pedro. Nothing across for the White Sox. Will go to the bottom of the second. The sad thing is that if the Mets had won that game last night, I actually felt good against the series against the Astros. I know V-Dub loved that game last night. We'll see how you do against the Astros. I think the Astros are beatable. I would not be surprised if the Giants actually win that series. But the Astros have pretty decent pitching. Leading off for the Red Sox, shortstop, Noma Garcia Parra, 357 average, 27 homers, 104 RBIs in 99. Baldwin, 5-3. It's a blank. Noma, 2-5. Ground ball to third. That'll be handled by Norton. From Noma to Norton, that's out number 1. Next batter is the left fielder, Troy O'Leary, 280 average, 28 homers, 103 RBIs that year. Baldwin, 4-2, strikeout, and got him. He strikes out O'Leary, first strikeout for Baldwin. He had 123 of them in 99. And now the designated hitter, Mike Stanley, 281 average, 19 homers, 72 RBIs. Stanley will DH when there are right-handed pitchers on the mound. Baldwin, 6-3, possible error. Stanley, 6-5. It's a fly ball to right field. Going after that is Ordonez. His error rating is a 2. That's a 17. And he will make the catch and retire the side. Nice start for Baldwin. Nothing across. No score after 2. Why couldn't... I've got to tell you, when I rolled the first roll to Ricky Henderson last night, his error rating is a 2. When the die roll came up a 1, I had already found out that game was not going to go the way that I thought it was. The dice told me this is not going to go the way that you think. Top of the third, but enough about that. Mets are out. Leading off for the White Sox is the first baseman, Paul Konerko. He was 1 for 4 in the first game, and that 1 was a bomb. Martinez, a 1-1 strikeout plus, and they'll get him. Third strikeout for Pedro, 1 down. And now the catcher, Brooke Fordyce. Fordyce was 1 for 3 in game 1. Pedro will deal. Pedro, 3-1. Home run chance. The 2 is good against the righty. Fordyce needs a 6. And he got it. Kaboom! That ball is pretty high. That ball is pretty deep. That ball is pretty gone over the center field fence. Home run, Brooke Fordyce. Or I should say the center field wall. There is no fence out there. Brooke Fordyce, his first home run of the postseason, and the White Sox take a 1-0 lead. Martinez makes a mistake, pitches Fordyce a grapefruit. He turns that into fruit salad. Here comes Durham. Durham got a base hit his first time up. 1-0 now in favor of the White Sox. Martinez. 2-2. Strikeout. Got him. And that is the 4th strikeout for Pedro. 2 down. And now here comes Caruso. Caruso is 0 for 1. David Vega joins us here at Fenway Park. No, Fordyce did not hit 1 against the A's. Konerko and Thomas did. Martinez, 4-6, strikeout plus. He'll get Caruso, and that'll retire the side. He strikes out the side, but he does give up a home run. 1 run on 1 hit, a solo bomb by Brooke Fordyce. We go to the bottom of the third. Leading off for the Red Sox is the catcher, Jason Varitek. 269 average, 20 homers, 76 RBI. And 99. Baldwin, 1-1, wild pitch blank. Varitek, 3-1, powers 1 into left field. That's a 6, and that's going to be a double for Varitek. That'll bounce off the green monster out there, and Varitek gets the first hit of the game for the Red Sox. Leadoff double for Varitek. And here's the center fielder, Darren Lewis. 240 average, 2 homers, 40 RBIs in 99. Strategy roll for Varitek. He'll stay put. Baldwin, 3-3, strikeout. No. Lewis, 3-3, and it's grounder to second base. That'll be handled by Durham. Durham's got it. Throws to first for the out. Varitek goes to third. Next batter is the right fielder, Trot Nixon. 270 average, 15 homers, 52 RBIs in 99. Infield is going to play in. Varitek really not a threat to do anything. They don't want to get the tied game. Nothing happening on the strat. Baldwin, 4-2, strikeout, no. Nixon, 5-4, base hit, right field. The Red Sox tie it up. Single to right field, and we're tied at 1. RBI single by Nixon, which will bring in the run, and now the batter is Offerman. Offerman is 0 for 1. Infield now set for double play. Nixon with 3 steals, and he's not going anywhere. Offerman does get the bunt sign, but he can swing very well. Got a 294 average. He's going to swing. Baldwin, 5-2, range play at the park. Fenway Park, 2-4, and that is a grounder to short. That ball is into Caruso. His range is a 2, but at double play depth, it's a 1. It'll be a base hit. Nixon's got decent speed, but he will hold at second base. And now runners at first and second and 1 out. So Offerman gets his first hit. The next batter is Valentine. Valentine is 0 for 1. Philip Reynolds joins us here at Fenway Park. Runners at first and second. Strategy, nothing on the 11. Baldwin will deal. Baldwin, 4-4, strikeout, no. Valentine, 2-2, ground ball to third. Where was that hit? And that was hit right at the third baseman. So 2-2-3. Second base, pivot, Durham, a 0, a 1-3. It's a double play. No. Nixon will get to third. Offerman will be thrown out at second. Valentine gets to first, and that is out number 2. They will get 1, and that is all they'll get on the fielder's choice. And the batter now is Daubach. Daubach is 0 for 1. 2 outs now, bottom of the third, tied at 1. Strategy, nothing on the 7. Both players stay put. Baldwin, 5-4, strikeout, just missed. Daubach, 4-3, and it's a fly ball to right. Maglio Ordonez will get to it. He'll make the catch and retire the side. 1 run on 3 hits. The Red Sox maybe could have gotten more, but this game is tied after 3. Hockey game in the middle of a baseball game. We go to the 4th. The big hurt, Frank Thomas, leads off. He's 0 for 1. Pedro still knows he's got to be careful with the big hurt. Pedro, 1-1, strikeout plus. Got him. And that is going to be the 6th strikeout for Pedro, 1 down. That's his 3rd consecutive strikeout as well. And that is his 5th out of, and he's now struck out 5 of the last 6 batters, except for the home run he gave up. Here's Ordonez. Ordonez is 0 for 1. Pedro, 2-6, hit by pitch, and plunk, ouch, it just grazed him. Ordonez is a 1. Pedro's a +1. That's a 2. It just grazed him. And the umpire says, go take your base. It just hit your uniform. So that is the first hit batter of the game. And now the batter is Lee. Lee is 0 for 1. Infield set for double play. Ordonez at 13 steals. He's not going anywhere. Lee gets the bunt sign, but Lee is a good hitter. He'll swing. Martinez, 4-2. Error on a grounder. Lee, 2-5. Against the righty. It is a ground ball. It's a ground ball to second. That ball is hit to Offerman. His error rating is a 7. That's a 13. He will not make an error. 2-2-3. Shortstop, pivot Garcia-Parra, -1 is a 2, and they will get the double play and retire the side. 4-6-3 double play. Nothing across except a hit batter. We'll go to the bottom of the 4th. Philip, there'll be hockey in the future. Relax your brain. Leading off for the Red Sox is Noma Garcia-Parra. He's 0 for 1. Tied at 1 here, bottom of the 4th. Winner of this game goes to play the Yankees in the ALDS. Baldwin, 2-1 against the righty blank. Garcia-Parra, 2-6 against the righty. It's a fly ball to center field. And that'll be Singleton getting to that, and that's the first out. Next up is O'Leary. O'Leary is 0 for 1. Baldwin will pitch. Baldwin, 2-3. Home run chance. The 10 is good against the lefty. Against the righty, O'Leary needs a 16, and he will put the ball over the wall, over the center field wall. Kaboom! That ball is high. That ball is deep, and that ball is gone. Home run, Troy O'Leary. Stadium cheers. Yay! First home run of the postseason for Troy O'Leary. He gets his first bomb of the playoffs. 2-1 now in favor of the BOS Sox. And now here's Stanley. Stanley is 0 for 1. 1 out. Now a 2-1 Red Sox lead. Baldwin will deal. Baldwin, 5-3. It's a blank. Stanley, 3-5. Fly ball to center. Easy play for Singleton. And he'll get to that. That's out number 2. Here's Veritek. Veritek got a double his first time up. Baldwin, he'll pitch. Baldwin, 1-5. That's a walk plus. That'll be ball 4. He'll walk Veritek. Veritek reaches first. First walk given up by Baldwin. He had 80 of them in 99. It'll now bring up Lewis. Lewis is 0 for 1. Veritek on it first, and he will stay there. Baldwin will pitch. Baldwin, 5-4, strikeout, swing and a miss, struck him out, and they will get out of the inning. And that is the second K for Baldwin. 1 run on 1 hit and a walk. A solo bomb by Troy O'Leary. 2-1 BOS Sox after 4. We go to the 5th. And it will be Chris Singleton leading off for the White Sox. He is 0 for 1. 2-1 Red Sox here at Fenway Park. Pedro, 4-4 against the lefty, blank. Singleton, 4-3, ground out to second. Easy play for Offerman. And Offerman throws it over, 1 down. Here's Norton. Norton is 0 for 1. Pedro Martinez will deal. And 1-5, range play. Norton, 5-1, fly ball left field. Troy O'Leary going after that. He was pretty good. His range is a 4, but he won't get that one. And that's going to be a base hit. So Norton will get a single. And that is going to be, that's the 3rd hit of the game against Pedro. And now here's Konerko. Konerko's 0 for 1. Infield double play. Norton had 4 steals. I doubt he's going anywhere. And that's a 20. Pedro throws to first. And no. Pedro's only chance is a pickoff error. So he didn't pick off anybody, but he did have a pickoff error. So that's why he still got a roll. 1 out. Top of the 5th. 2-1 BOS Sox. Pedro, 6-5. Error on a throw. Konerko, 3-1. And that is going to be a base hit to left field. Left fielder is O'Leary. His error rating is a 1. That's a 15. There will not be a throwing error. So we'll do normal runner advancement. And that is a 2-5. 2-5, center and right. If it's hit to center or right field, advance 5-6. It was hit to left field. Norton will stop at second base. So Norton will hold at second, but it's a base hit for Konerko. And now here's Fordyce. Fordyce hit a bomb his first time up. First and second now for the White Sox. Pedro in a bit of a jam here on the top of the fifth. Strategy, nothing on the 15. Martinez. Martinez, 2-3, strikeout, got him. And that is the 7th strikeout for Pedro, 2 down. And here comes Durham. Durham is 1 for 2 with a single. Pedro Martinez gets the sign from Veritek. Strategy, nothing on the 5. Martinez, 1-2, walk. Ball 4, he walked him. Martinez gives up a big base on balls to load the bases. That's the first walk given up by Martinez. He only had 36 walks in 99. That is a ridiculous stat. And now a chance for Caruso. Caruso is 0 for 2. Bases loaded. The big hurt on deck. Martinez looking at Caruso. Caruso really not a home run hitter. Strategy roll. Nothing on the 9. Pedro will pitch. Pedro, 4-4 against the lefty. It's a blank. Caruso, 3-2, and it's a grounded to first base. Daubach will get back there and get it, and he'll run over to the bag and tag the bag, and Pedro will get out of the inning. No runs, 2 hits, and a walk. And we go to the bottom of the 5th. Good chance for the White Sox goes by the board. Leading off for the Red Sox will be Trot Nixon. Nixon got a single his first time up. As Clee baseball fan joins us here at Fenway Park. 2-1 Red Sox. Baldwin will pitch. Baldwin, 1-6. It's a blank. Nixon, 1-6. Ground out to short. Easy play for Caruso. And he will throw it over for out number 1. Here's Offerman. Offerman 1 for 2. Baldwin will deal. Baldwin, 3-2. Range play. Offerman, 2-3. Ground ball to third. That ball is hit to Norton. He was not good. His range is a 1. He ain't going to get it. And it's going to be hit down the line. That'll go for a double. So Offerman smacks a double down the line. So Offerman now 2 for 3. Here comes Valentine. Valentine is 0 for 2. Runner on second base. Red Sox lead 2-1 here in the bottom of the 5th. Strategy roll. Nothing on the 16. Baldwin pitching a heck of a game, really. Baldwin, 4-6. It's a blank. Valentine, 2-2. Grounded to third. Easily picked up there by Norton. He'll throw to first for out number 2. Offerman is going to stay at second base. And now here's Daubach. Daubach is 0 for 2. Big chance here to maybe get a big run for the Red Sox. Baldwin will go ahead. Strategy roll for Offerman, and he stays where he is. Baldwin, 3-4. Hit by pitch. No, that just missed. Daubach, 2-6. He powers one into left field. That's an 18. And it's going to stay up just enough for Carlos Lee to grab it, and the inning is over. No runs and a hit for the Red Sox. Against the righty, a 15 would have been a triple. That's an 18. Daubach just misses it. Stays 2-1 after 5. Nice job by Baldwin. He is really pitching his butt off tonight. Top of the 6th. You kind of think Pedro Martinez, as good as he is, he can make the mistake. And speaking of a mistake, you don't want to make a mistake to that guy. The big hurt is 0 for 2. Martinez will deal. Martinez, 5-1, strikeout plus. He'll get Thomas. And that is the 8th strikeout for Pedro. 1 down. Here's Ordonez. Ordonez is 0 for 1, got hit by a pitch. Martinez, 4-6, strikeout plus, and called strike 3 on Ordonez. And Ordonez is not going to argue. He knows that was a good pitch. 9th strikeout for Pedro. And now Lee. Lee is 0 for 2. Pedro will go ahead and deal. Pedro, 4-3, strikeout plus. Good morning, good afternoon, good night. Pedro Martinez strikes out the side. 10th strikeout for Pedro. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Nomar Garciaparra leads off for the Bo Sox. He's 0 for 2. Baldwin just watching Pedro on the mound, probably saying, I got to match that. Baldwin, 1-2, strikeout 4, and got him! That's a good start. Struck out Garciaparra, that's his 3rd. Garciaparra does not strike out much, but he does there. And now O'Leary. O'Leary hit a bomb his last time up. He's 1 for 2. Baldwin will deal. Baldwin, 1-1. Wild pitch. It's a blank. O'Leary, 1-1 against the righty. It's a grounder to short. Taken care of by Caruso. And he'll throw it over, 2 down. And now here's Stanley. Stanley is 0 for 2. Baldwin will settle in. And 6-6, error on a grounder. Stanley, 1-6. Nope, that's going to be a fly ball to center field. That'll be easily taken by Singleton. And maybe Baldwin didn't strike out the side, but he does send them down in order. 1, 2, 3. 2-1 after 6. On to the 7th inning. Win or go home. Chris Singleton leads off for the Chi Sox. He's 0 for 2. Pedro still got plenty left in the tank. Pedro, 5-5 against the lefty. It's a blank. Singleton, 3-5, and a line drive right to Pedro Martinez. Pop, he'll make the play. 1 out. Line out to the pitcher. And now Norton. Norton 1 for 2 with a single. Pedro Martinez pitching a Pedro Martinez type of game. Martinez, 1-6, that's at the park. Fenway Park, 5-6, ground ball to third. Handled by Valentine. And he'll throw it over, 2 down. And now Konerko. Konerko 1 for 2 with a single. Martinez sets up there. He will deal. Martinez, 4-4 against the righty. Strikeout. 17 is high. Konerko, 5-6, and another line drive to Pedro. Puts up the glove. Pow. Inning over. 2 straight, 2 lineouts right to Pedro. But he makes them both. We are at the 7th inning stretch. Sing, take me out to the ball game. I'll be right back. This is the final game of the wild card round. There will be no baseball tomorrow night. I will take a day off. I will return on Friday night with game 1 of the American League Division Series between the Texas Rangers and the Cleveland Indians. I know Cleve baseball fan will not miss that. Aaron Seeley will be going for the Rangers, and Bartolo Colon will be going for the Indians. It is game 1 of the ALDS. That will be Friday night, the Rangers and the Indians, as we now start the divisional round here on the network. I'm pretty sure Tim will not miss that game. Actually, I'm pretty sure he will not miss any of the Indian playoff games. Remember, the division series are best of 5. As they really are. Bottom of the 7th here, Red Sox lead 2-1. James Baldwin can pitch to 2 more batters before he tires. He has pitched an absolute gem tonight. Jason Varitek leads off. Baldwin's going to pitch to him. Baldwin has done everything he could for the White Sox tonight, but right now they're just having problems with Pedro, as, well, many teams did during those years. Baldwin, 5-1, walk plus, ball 4. As soon as I say that, Baldwin gives up a walk. Second time he's walked Varitek, second walk of the game for Baldwin. It'll now bring up Lewis. Lewis is 0 for 2. White Sox bullpen is warming up. Bottom of the 7th, 2-1. Varitek, really not a threat to do anything, and he won't. Baldwin, 5-4, strikeout, and got him! Struck him out! That is the 4th strikeout for Baldwin, 1 down. Baldwin is now tired, and the next batter is Nixon. Nixon 1 for 2. It doesn't matter who's on the mound for Nixon. The question is, Baldwin is tired. And I think, do the White Sox make a change here? You got left, you got switch, and you got right. I think problem is I don't like the lefty that the White Sox have here. I remember last night I took I took out Leiter, and I gave it to Cook, and the first thing he did was give up a 3-run bomb to Kent. I normally would go lefty on lefty, but I don't like Jesus Pena in this situation. I really don't. James Baldwin's going to come out of the game. He did a heck of a job. They're not going to lose because of him. Coming on to pitch for the White Sox is going to be Bill Seamus. He has 1 hold already in the postseason. So Baldwin's going to leave with the L, although a tough L. So Seamus will come on to pitch, and he can pitch to 5. So Nixon will go up against Seamus. Infield is at double play, 1 out. Here in the bottom of the 7th, Seamus, strategy roll, and Varitek stays put. Seamus, a 6-1 home run chance. 6-1 home run chance. What did I just say I did last night? Home run chance. Against a lefty, a 1-4 is a home run chance. That is a 4. Nixon against the righty needs an 11. But not this time. Nixon, 4-5, but he will get a base hit past second base. Varitek will hold at second, and Nixon gets the first. Almost deja vu. So Nixon does get a hit, and now the batter is Offerman. Offerman 2 for 3 tonight, a single and a double. Seamus almost gave up the bomb. Strategy roll, nothing on the 4. Seamus will go ahead and deal. Seamus, 1-5, wild pitch, and yes, Seamus throws a wild pitch. It'll go to the backstop, moving the runners over. Now the infield plays in. Offerman will swing. 6-2, and it's a base hit past second base, and the Red Sox are going to get a couple of runs. Veritek will score. Nixon will score. 2 RBI single by Offerman. It's 4-1 Red Sox. Stadium cheers. Yay! Once again, this manager decides to go to the bullpen, and the bullpen just doesn't get it done. Must be the management from the other channel with the fluffy cat. Can't be this one. Valentine, the batter. Oh man, Offerman's on base. Valentine, the batter, is 0 for 3. Runner on first still. Now 4-1 Red Sox. And let's see here. Strategy roll. Nothing on the 8. Seamus will pitch. Seamus, 6-2. Error on a grounder. Valentine, 4-3. And it's a double to right field against the righty. Right fielder is Ordonez. His error rating is a 2. That was a 10. He will not make an error. Will it score Offerman? Double to right. 2-1. Yes, it will. Offerman will come around. He will score. Valentine, he'll take third on the throw. It's 5-1 Red Sox. Stadium cheers. Yay! And that'll go as a triple for Valentine. So Valentine goes to third. The infield will come in. And now the batter is Daubach. And Seamus just can't get anyone out. Daubach is 0 for 3. And that's it for Seamus. They're yanking him. Third batter he faced, he will come out. We'll see a new pitcher for the White Sox. And they're going to go with Jesus Pena. No wins, no losses, no saves. A 5.31 ERA. Pena making an appearance. Maybe I should have brought him in. I don't know. Infield is in. Valentine on at third. 5-1 Red Sox now. Strategy rolls are off. Pena, 2-2. Walk plus. And both. And is that? Yep, it's ball 4. So Pena gives up a walk. He had 18 of them in 99. And now here's Noma. Garciaparra is 0 for 3. Infield is still going to play. They're still going to play in. But the White Sox now are beginning to realize this game might be getting away from them. Pena, 5-1. Strikeout. Got him. Wow. Garciaparra does not strike out much. He goes down for the second time tonight. 2 down. Big strikeout. And now O'Leary. O'Leary 1 for 3 with a bomb. Valentine on at third. Daubach on at first. Bottom of the 7th. Red Sox now have a 5-1 lead. Pena will pitch. Pena 3-5. Error on a throw. O'Leary 6-6. Nope. It's going to be a fly ball to center field. And Singleton will track it down and make the catch and retire the side. 3 runs, 3 hits, and a couple of walks. And the Red Sox now have a 5-1 lead on the White Sox. I was thinking of going to Fenway Park in 2025, but unfortunately, I wasn't able to make the trip. Top of the 8th, Mike Caruso leads off for the White Sox. He is 0 for 3. Pedro can pitch to 2 more batters before he tires. But with a 4-run lead, Pedro might just be staying out there for the game, if he can. Martinez, 2-5 against the lefty. Blank. Caruso, 2-4, fly ball to left. That'll be O'Leary getting to that. And that is out number 1. Next batter is the big hurt. Thomas is 0 for 3. One man down. Pedro will pitch to Thomas. Pedro will deal. Pedro, 5-2 against the righty. Strikeout plus, and Thomas has not been able to figure Pedro out. He is gone. That's the hat trick. And that is the 11th strikeout from Martinez, 2 down. Now he's tired, and now the batter is Ordonez. Pedro says, I can stay out here as long as I want. Ordonez is 0 for 2, and he got hit by a pitch. Pedro will deal. Pedro, 6-5, error on a throw. Ordonez, 3-1. Nope, it's going to be a fly ball to left field. Troy O'Leary's going to get to it. He's going to make the catch and retire the side. Nothing across for the White Sox. Red Sox lead at 5-1, and the Chicago White Sox are running out of outs. Bottom of the 8th. Mike Stanley leads off for the Red Sox. Pena coming out. And the White Sox are going to go to their best pitcher here to try to keep it where it is. And that's going to be Keith Folk. Folk has 1 save in this postseason. He got a save in game 1. And Folk will pitch here. So Folk is the 4th White Sox pitcher. And he can pitch to 6 of them. And he will pitch. So bottom of the 8th here. Red Sox lead 5-1. Folk will deal. Folk, 3-3. Home run chance. The 13-0 is high. Stanley, 6-2. But Stanley will get some of it. And it's going to go near the wall out there in right field. And it's going to be a leadoff double. So Stanley gets his first hit of the ball game. And now here's Varitek. Varitek 1 for 1, doubled but walked twice. Stanley on its second. Strategy rolls are off. Folk, 2-3. Strikeout, no. Varitek, a 2-2. It's flied to center field. It'll be handled by Singleton. And that is the first out. Does Stanley take third? A 6-2, I doubt it. And a 6-2 he holds. If the center fielder's a +1 to -2, Lewis is Singleton is a -2. Stanley will stay where he is. So there's 1 out. Here's Lewis. Lewis is 0 for 3. 1 man down here. Bottom of the 8th, 5-1 Red Sox. Red Sox trying to go ahead and set up another day with the rivalry series. Folk will pitch. 5-1, possible error. Lewis, 2-4, fly ball center field. That ball is hit to Singleton. His error rating is a 2. That's a 5. He'll make the catch. And Stanley, he will 5-2. He will stay put. He will not try to go to third, 2 away. And now here's Nixon. Nixon is 2 for 3 with 2 singles. 2 outs. Red Sox trying to get a little bit of insurance, but they have a 4-run lead here in this wild card game. Folk will deal. Folk, 6-5, automatic out. And that's going to be a fly to left field. And Lee will get to it. He'll make the catch. and retire the side. No runs, a hit for the Red Sox. The Red Sox are 3 outs away from meeting the New York Yankees in the ALDS. But will we see some ninth inning magic? Top of the ninth, Pedro Martinez is tired, but he's going to go. He's going to try to go the distance. Carlos Lee leads off for the White Sox. He's 0 for 3. Pedro will deal. The fans here at Fenway Park are on their feet, ready to buy some tickets for a trip to Yankee Stadium. Martinez will deal. Martinez, 3-6 range play. Lee, 4-1 fly ball left field. Ball is hit to O'Leary. O'Leary's range is a 4. 1 down. And now here's Singleton. Singleton is 0 for 3. Pedro now 2 outs away from going to the ALDS. Pedro will pitch. Pedro, 1-3 range play at the park. Fenway Park. 3-5. It's a base hit to left field. Single plus. Once again, O'Leary's getting called upon among a range play. His range is a 4 and 2 down. Troy O'Leary makes 2 range plays out and left. And the last chance for the White Sox is Greg Norton. Norton is 1 for 3. And let's see. They are going to make a hit. They are going to bring in a new batter. Norton is going to come out of the game. Or will he? 436. Now he would bat. He would bat. Norton will stay in there. Pedro Martinez, 1 out away from sending the Red Sox to the ALDS. Pedro gets the sign from Veritek. Every single fan at Fenway is on their feet. Pedro will set it up and he will pitch. And of course, I dropped it. Pedro, 4-6. Strikeout plus. That's a 16. Swing and a miss. Strikeout. That's your game. The Red Sox will go ahead and move on to the ALDS. They beat the White Sox tonight 5-1. Stadium cheers. Yay! 12th strikeout by Pedro Martinez. He had 12 of them tonight. He gets the job done. And the Red Sox will move on, and we're going to have, once again, a Yankees-Red Sox playoff series. Not the first time we've had that. Final line score coming up. For the Red Sox, 5 runs, 9 hits, no errors. For the White Sox, 1 run, 4 hits, no errors. The winning pitcher, of course, is Pedro Martinez. He'll go to 1-0 in the postseason. He gets a complete game. James Baldwin pitched his ass off tonight, but he's going to wind up with the loss as 0-1 as the White Sox just could not get through Pedro. So that is the end of the wild card round as the Red Sox will now go play the Yankees. So the Elite Eight is set. Rangers at Indians, Diamondbacks at Braves, Giants at Astros, and now Red Sox at Yankees. As we are all set and ready for the next series. Once again, there will be no baseball tomorrow night. We will return on Friday night with Game 1 of the American League Division Series between the Texas Rangers and the Cleveland Indians. I know Cleve baseball fan will not miss that one. Rangers and Indians, Game 1. That is set for Friday night here on the network. Thank you all for joining me tonight. Please leave a like on your way out the turnstiles. Subscribe if you're not done so. Make sure you hit the bell. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay smart, stay strong, and we'll see you guys Friday night. The Boston Red Sox win the fashion show. They beat the White Sox tonight 5-1. The Boston Red Sox are the American League wild card champions. See you Friday night.